Welcome to the Launch Queen. This is your under 5 minutes launch playbook. I'm your host, Kara McCarran, 25 years digital marketing. Your landing page is losing the sale before the email even sends. You can write the best email of your life. If it lands on a page that doesn't make sense to the email that you just wrote, you've lost your buyer, and it's that simple. Most creators treat the email and the landing page as two separate products, or two separate projects rather. Write the email, slap the landing page together, cross your fingers, and hope it all works. The gap is where people drop off. If you've written an email and it does not match the landing page, people get confused. And that's not hard to do right now because we are inundated with so much media and so much information all of the time. People will forget where they found you, they'll forget all these things. So you have to make it super, super simple. So the email makes a promise, right? So make sure that promise is very clear on the landing page. Do not get fancy, do not change it up. If you make a promise that they're going to find coconuts, you better have coconuts on the landing page. And just think about it. If you are somebody who is going to go to a store to buy a sale of coconuts and you walk in the store and there's lemons and limes and bananas and somewhere in the mix you might find a coconut, you're pissing off the people who came there for the coconut. If the email says this system, quote unquote, this system got me fully booked, your landing page must have that headline when people land there. This is the system that got me fully booked. Again, don't get fancy. Landing pages are not websites. Remember this. It's very, very important. They are not a full website. You're there to give them some information about what product you're selling, calls to action. And you can have, at the underneath that, and we'll get into that in 1 second, but underneath that, you can have other stuff. But really simply, when you send out an email and you get that person to that landing page, what it says in the email, it must say on the landing page. Match the structure. If in the email it says, I have 3 offers, on that landing page, you better have 3 offers, not 2, not 1, not 4, 3. You have to make sure that it's cohesive. This is the name of the game. It's got to be very, very smooth. You don't want people to have to think too hard about what exactly you're talking about. So again, when I was talking about above the fold, so it has to have 3 things: the promise that you made in the email, who it's for, identify the buyer immediately so they know they're in the right place, and then 3, your call to action, because nothing matters without a call to action. Obviously, you know that, but just remember, like, there's no sense in blah, 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 blah for 20 minutes and then there's no call to action. The launch is not an email campaign plus a landing page. It's one sentence. Like, it's one verse of a song. Okay. It's not 2 different songs. And if you start thinking about the continuity that needs to happen in order to build a successful launch, then you're going to understand this better. So the email is really just like an invitation to come into this other part of the sentence. It's not 2 sentences, it's 1 sentence. So here's my call to action. If you want to go to my site, I'll leave the link in the show notes below. I need you to go to download the Launch Ready checklist. 1 call to action, and you're going to click on it and you're going to land, and a pop-up's going to appear, and I'm telling you now what's going to happen. So there's no thinking about it. So if you want that, you can go to my landing page and you can get that immediately. I hope you have an amazing launch. I'll talk to you next time.